Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we made a very simple web search, which is part of a bigger series. And we used only BM25, but there was no way to search it in a good looking user interface. So in this video, we are going to vibe code a user interface. So in the end, we'll have something like this. Pizza with pineapple, or just like pineapple pizza. And here we get the search results and see how fast it is. It's like more than 250,000 documents right now it's going through, and it finds 729, and it's like super awesome, super fast, and everything is running locally at the moment. So let's get started. So this is the code that we were working with. So I'm just going to Codex, and we can say create a simple but good looking UI for this search. And we can also specify. So one thing that I didn't show you in the last video, that you can query using PyVespa. So I'm just going to write here, like for this UI you can use FastAPI, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, simple stuff. Not simple for me, but yeah, simple for Codex, hopefully. And we can use the following PyVespa based code to search the application, the Vespa application that we have deployed locally. It's like a Docker container which is running. So let's see what it does. Yeah, okay, let's do it in a new file called ui.py. Okay, thinking, this process is going to take time, so there will be cuts in the video. And it has changed a few files and created 3 different tasks. Okay, that's fine. Let's hope it finishes fast. We don't want to spend too much time for this video today. Okay, seems like it's done. Hopefully it will start the UI without any errors. Let's see the files. We have new additions in PyProject, FastAPI, Uvicorn, and this ui.py, and it did something. So it's created a function called getVespa_client, which remains in your cache, and then it's running the query using PyVespa. Okay, so far it looks okay, and I believe like the HTML file and everything else is also inside this ui.py. So let me just check quickly. This was the old file that we had created. We will keep it because we are going to change it in near future. And it's using this Vespa class, which exists. So it has not done anything ridiculous. Okay, let's copy paste the command and run it. Yeah, I've got too lazy. UV sync. You should get all the packages. Man, I love UV these days. It's so nice. And I've stopped using Conda. I was using mini Conda for a long time, but nowadays I just use UV. Okay, so yeah, let's see if it's working. Okay, so the UI works, and let's try searching for something like the same old pineapple pizza, and should work. Yeah, we have some fields that we don't need, so let's change it. So this is the HTML code which is also in ui.py. We don't need this stuff, and we are just going to remove. I'm also a front-end developer, by the way. I should put it on my resume since I'm editing front-end. Yeah, vibe coding making everyone front-end developers. Okay, let's see what we don't need. This doc ID. Vespa ID we don't need, so let me just remove it. And yeah, this one we don't need it either. And yeah, okay. I think that's good for now, but I still don't like the UI so much. So this is the UI. Those things should have been removed, and now we only have the relevance. Yeah, but the UI has this cards which are too big, and we can also add an option for user to change the search limit, which would be nice. So let's do that. And since it's thinking, we can also say like, okay, make sure the search boxes are of the same size as the search bar, so the user doesn't have to like scroll horizontally. You shouldn't have to scroll horizontally. Okay, now we wait for the previous instruction to be finished, so we can run this one. Okay, let's also add like to instruction to like move all the CSS JavaScript front-end files to their own folders, to template and static folder. If you have used FastAPI before, you should know this. Okay, so let's see, what do we have now? UI.py is changing. I think a lot of code has been removed from UI.py, and we have this new front end, and now my search boxes are of the same size as the search bar, so I don't have to scroll horizontally anymore. And what else can we add? Yeah, like the search button, I don't like it, so let's fix that. I always tell, like when I'm making the UI, always make it sleek and modern, and that sometimes works. But the color, you can see the color and say like, okay, yeah, it has been wipe coded, but who cares? It's getting the job done, and that's all we need it for. So let's remove all the redundant stuff, because yeah, there was a lot of like the limit or the number of search results, and yeah, make the UI look better, sleek and modern. Okay, so now we can see like here's the Python file, and let me scroll up, and here we have this static and templates folder with the JavaScript, CSS, and HTML files, and my UI file only has the Python stuff. It's all Python, and that's what we needed. So now if I search for pineapple pizza, so this was the old one, and now here is the new one, the modified one with the bigger search button and everything. So yeah, let's do the same search again. And yeah, it's looking much better. And this is the UI we are going to use moving forward. We can also change the number of maximum results. So now it's giving only three results to me. Or we can also try to search for something else, like, okay, learning Python. And yeah, 2000 total results, almost 0 milliseconds. And if we search for New York, yeah, that's also working. 10,000 results there. And yeah, New York hotel. So you can see like the results are quite relevant to what we are searching. And this is just BM25. If you have missed the previous video, you should take a look. we are building a fully fledged search engine by the end of the series. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and see you in the next one.